Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom, and today I'm at the Curiosity Toy Show in Danbury, Connecticut. I've never been here before, and honestly, I had no idea how massive this toy show was.
Hey. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
$10, please. Thank you. And here's your bracelet and the giveaway ticket and the giveaway buckets back there.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so now come along with me and let me show you what they got. And they got a lot. And don't forget, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. And if you want to see more toy shows like this, please let me know that as well. Thanks.
Sir? All right, thank you.
Right away, I'm blown away. That Jabba statue there, I don't know what they're asking for it. I'm sure it's a lot, but that is pretty awesome, and I've never seen one of those before. And there's a lot of stuff here that I wanted to buy. Like, I wanted to buy easily half of the show, but there's no way, obviously, I could afford that. So I had to stick with the things that I was most interested in, which is mostly Star Wars, Star Trek, things like that.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
How much are these?
10 a piece.
Okay.
Those. Yep. They still have the original tag inside as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Haha. Yes.
Get an opportunity to buy those last year.
I know. I saw them at Elphinstrom.
Yeah, that had the.
You even said in your video, I should have bought them.
I know. I just got here though, and it's like I shouldn't start buying right away. I need to know.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'll keep that in the back of my head. A little bit later.
You're all good, so that's my 5 cents plus 9 balls. Still factory sealed.
Oh yeah, wow. What are you asking on that?
115.
Okay.
Nice condition.
Yeah. Cool.
I said in one of my earlier videos that I want this year to be the year of the original Star Wars toys from the 70s and 80s. And I'm coming to realize that's going to be a very expensive proposition, but I'm still going to try to buy as many as I can. I've never seen these before. They seem to be cover art from old Atari 2600 games, and they have a tag on them from Art Fair for 79 cents. So I would imagine they're from sometime in the 80s. But I don't know what they were originally sold as. I don't know if they were meant as posters or what. As you can see, the amount of cool toys at this show is kind of overwhelming. And that's what I kind of felt the entire time I was here. I just felt overwhelmed. Like I didn't know what to look at because it was just non-stop cool stuff. A lot of the stuff was from the 70s and 80s, which is the time period I'm most interested in.
All right, paid 40 bucks.
Never heard of these before, though. SWAT cats? I think they're from sometime in the 90s, which would have been after I stopped originally collecting toys as a kid.
What's up, Chris? How are you? Good to see you. Hey, where was that show?
Back in the mid to late 80s, I was really into wrestling, especially the WWF, and I would watch it every Saturday morning. And I specifically remember collecting these cards. I have no idea what I did with them, though.
How much are the wrestling cards? WWF.
300.
Okay.
All sealed.
Yeah.
He said $300 for the entire box. It's a little bit more than they cost when I got them originally. I think they were 25 cents a pack back then. I'm pretty sure I had these WWF thumb wrestlers when I was a kid, too. Again, no idea what I did with them. They probably got sold at a tag sale or just tossed at some point.
Raining is not a good day to go. You only have to. There you go.
Don't see Last Action Hero figures too often. I remember I saw that when it came out, and at the time, everybody hated it. Nowadays, though, I don't think it's that bad, honestly.
Get rid of it. Yeah.
How's everyone doing today?
Good.
You guys got any questions? Want a closer look? Just let me know.
All right.
Hey, what's up, man?
All different prices, I guess? For the most part, they're super cheap.
Here's another thing I was really into back in the 80s, the California raisins. Why I was into them exactly, I don't know.
If you guys have any questions, let me know. Like a couple things. $5 for raccoon Monorail. We'd like to.
I'm curious.
I was asking if you
This space shuttle toy is a Transformer. I don't remember his name though. I know there was a Decepticon Transformer called Astro Train, but this is not him. I can't remember it at all. And then these are some Masters of the Universe books and records, but there is no record included. I'm pretty sure this is an original Star Wars TIE Fighter from 1978. I was thinking about buying it, but then I noticed it's held together with fishing line, so I think there might be something wrong with it, possibly.
And then, well, then as we make money, we bought something. Technically, it's all my money. So it's really weird when they split things, right? When you split, he wants to get yeah, that's all I can do. At least that's a kid David helped me with all that.
These are Star Trek The Next Generation action figures. These are not the ones you see most of the time, though. You usually see the ones by Playmates. These are by Galoob, which came out before the Playmate ones did, I believe. And I don't think they're quite as desirable as the Playmates ones. Back in the 80s, transforming robots were really popular. So, of course, you had Transformers and you had GoBots. And then you had these third-party ones, which were kind of like knockoffs. They just weren't that well made. They weren't really popular. You'd find them at like CVS in the toy section. And I remember one year asking for an Optimus Prime, and I got one of those. Not from my mom or dad, from my step-grandmother at the time.
Yeah, they got balls. You slide it
Needless
up,
to say, I was very
to the
disappointed.
back, these pop off and explode.
Oh, that's pretty cool. How'd you get that?
Guy had it at a show. He was set up outside.
Here's a complete set of Addams Family figures. These were from the 1990s cartoon, and they're asking $125 for the set. I don't think I've ever seen them before, so I actually have no idea what they normally go for.
He also has missing from all of them.
Here's some loose action figures that have been bagged by the seller. And there's the He-Man Battle Armor, I think it is. I think that was $19.99. And a bunch of other He-Man figures in there. And most of them do seem to have the weapons, which usually when I go to flea markets, you don't find the weapons. And then this is Battle Cat from He-Man. I do have a Battle Cat, but mine does not have the helmet or the saddle, so I do want to get one. But this one they're asking $55 on. I checked on eBay, and some of them do sell for that much. But personally, I think I'm just going to wait for one to pop up at a flea market for probably less than that. I bought these Poppin' Fresh figures at a flea market not too long ago for, I think one was $8 and the other might have been $10. And they had them priced at $20 a piece. Here's a bunch of original Star Wars figures from the 70s and 80s, and I've really got to do my homework on the prices on these before I start buying them, because at this point I really have no idea what they go for. And a lot of them, especially the carded ones, can go for easily hundreds of dollars a piece. They were asking $25 for this Joker from Batman the Animated Series. Now, this is a situation of you snooze, you lose. I was interested in these two Star Wars land speeders from 1978. They were both in roughly the same condition, but one had stickers and the other one didn't. So I was thinking of buying these. I think they were asking $30 a piece. Problem was, I couldn't get a signal on my cell phone to check prices in this building because it's an all-metal building. They did have a Wi-Fi network, but I wasn't able to connect to it for some reason. So I ended up, leaving these, and then I came back later to pick them up because I did find out that $30 was a good price, and of course, they had been sold. Oh well. I'll find them again at the flea market.
If anyone needs me, guys, let me know. Yes. Yeah. I don't have any like accessories with me. Yeah, no.
I'll tell you right now, though, I get to have it clear. We're done.
Here's some more figures I'm interested in getting. These are LJN WWF figures from the 80s. Problem is, whenever I see them, they're either really expensive, or if they're not that expensive, they're in really poor condition. So, again, I think I'll wait until I find a good example at a flea market someday.
Some of them still work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You gotta put their arms
Does
out.
the suction thing?
Yeah, the suction, and then if you when you move their arms out like that, the thing on the back makes them go in and out.
Oh, okay.
They don't work all that great anymore, but
Yeah, I vaguely remember these.
yeah, RoboForce.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool little figures. They're
Yeah.
Just one of those obscure ones, you know, that kind of hung out there on shelves next to the Transformers.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen them recently for sure.
I actually have a box one over here too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He had $20 on the box figure, which wasn't bad at all, but it was missing the internal packing material, so I did pass on it. But if it had the packing material, I would have bought that for sure. These appear to be original Constructicons in the original packaging. It's hard to tell though sometimes because they did do like reissues of these, and I'm not always able to tell the reissues from the originals, but these do look like the originals to me. And then these are Gen 2 Transformers. I'm personally really only interested in Gen 1, which are the ones like Optimus Prime, Megatron, the ones everybody knows. The Gen 2 ones came out a bit later, obviously, and I don't know, they just don't have that much interest for me.
$3 a piece. I don't
Three?
have that. Yep. Going like
Okay.
up and then down to move sideways. Oh, you mean loop around? Let's just do that. I'll follow you. Good idea.
These are Star Wars Return of the Jedi erasers from 1983, I believe. And I've already got a Darth Vader one, and I've seen this Imperial Guard before at a few flea markets, but they've been in really bad condition. So I was able to find one of these that was in pretty good condition, so I did end up picking up that one right there. Now I've just got to find the rest in the series, of course.
Hi, how much is this? $5. Yeah, I'll take that for $5.
Does anyone know who that giant transformer is there? At first I thought it was Metroplex, but I looked up Metroplex and that does not appear to be him. So I am not sure who that is exactly. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. A lot of these are GoBots. I actually have that one there. And I think I have that one. Or at least I had him at one point. The GoBot I'm really looking for is the Super GoBot named Psycho, which is the one I remember a friend of mine had when I was a kid.
G1 Transformer.
Here's some more original G1 Transformers. This is the only Dinobot I do not have. This is Swoop.
How you doing, brother? Yeah, here's a G1 Swoop.
Yep.
If you know.
Oh yeah, I know.
Here's a G1 Swoop with beak.
Oh, okay.
If you're interested.
How much you asking on that?
$30.
Okay.
$30 is a pretty good price. It would be a lot more expensive though if it had all the accessories, which I don't think it did. Because ones with all the accessories seem to go for like $140. These look kind of familiar to me, but I'm honestly not sure what they are. I think these things are from the movie Critters, which was a horror movie that came out in the 80s. Pretty sure that's what that is. Here's some more of those Return of the Jedi erasers. These ones, though, are very sun-faded, I think. Here's some more G1 Transformers, and most of these I actually already have, except for, again, this Swoop.
Mexican bootleg.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'm like, it's hard enough to find tiger sharks. Never mind. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is kind of weird. It looks like a Thundercats mask, but it says truck on the packaging. So I'm not sure if somebody repackaged it or if it's just like a misprint. And then these are Action Masters figures from the 90s. These are all metal, as they say. And I remember seeing these at like Suncoast Video, and I think Spencer's had a lot of those. And I did end up getting the Star Wars ones, which are in my collection somewhere in a box in a storage unit. Here's something I've been looking for a while. This is an original Star Wars Darth Vader action figure carrying case from, I think, 1980. And it looks pretty bad in this photo here, but I did end up buying this, and that is all just dirt on the surface. So I ended up cleaning it, and it looks pretty much perfect now. And I thought it was really cool because it still had the insert. A lot of these do not have the insert.
That's missing characters.
Yeah, I know it. What are you asking on this?
Angel, how much you asking on the Star Wars face? 15.
15?
Yeah.
15's a really good price.
Not a bad price.
No. No, I'll take it for 15.
All right.
As a lot of you probably know, I'm really into character glasses, and I do have a few of these plastic ones. The problem with the plastic ones, though, are they tend to go yellow. over time. So because of that, I don't end up buying a lot of these because the yellowing just really annoys me. If anybody knows of an easy way to de-yellow these types of cups, please let me know.
Deca cups up here too.
Oh, okay. What are you asking on these?
Those are $10.
$10? Okay.
And the rare ones are up here, like the King Kong, Mario, Mad Bull.
Oh, okay.
Donkey Kong.
All right.
For Donkey Kong and Mario is 45.
And I actually already have that GoBots one. I have the bowl and the cup. I see these Smurf figures at flea markets all the time, but I have never seen one of the original display cases. That is really cool.
Tried to factor in
And I'm sure it's well outside my price range, but
pretty much around the same
really cool to see that. And up there on that top shelf are some of my holy grails of toys. You got the vehicle Voltron, I want to get that, and those Shogun Warrior figures at the top. You got the Shogun Godzilla, and I forget if that's Mazinger Z or the other guy, but I want to get all those. But they are
Good, how are you?
extremely expensive. They're like $300, $400, $500 a piece. I forget exactly what he was asking on them, but they were in that range of like $300 to $400, I think. And then this has to be one of the worst named toys ever. Monster Balls. This is a jet disc tracer gun, and this one's a little bit different because it has the Star Trek logo on it. You could get this without the Star Trek logo as well, and that one was made up until the 80s, because I remember buying one of these back in the 80s. And those aren't worth that much, but as soon as you put that Star Trek logo on it, it makes it worth quite a bit more. That seller was asking $100, and I did see one on eBay that recently sold for $150. This is a galactic space pistol from Radio Shack. Looks like it's from the 80s to me. And they were asking $15, which sounds like a pretty good deal.
It works.
Does it?
Yep.
Cool.
All right, so does anybody know the story behind this red and white Optimus Prime? I've never seen one of those before. And here's the head of Vehicle Voltron. I really want a Vehicle Voltron. I just need to find one that's reasonably priced. This is a cloud car from The Empire Strikes Back. It's missing its canopies though, which explains why it's only $5. $5 would be an amazing price if it had its canopies on it.
Could I get that Garfield for $5? Oh yeah, sure.
What is it?
The $5 one. He's up in the corner there.
Here you go. Thank you very much.
What's happened now? The balls are just kind of.
Yeah, they had two manufacturers. One manufacturer, thank you. One manufacturer did the balls really good, and the other ones did cheaper foam.
Oh hey, let's go. Hey,
So I
what's
priced
up?
them for pretty much for the car.
Overwhelmed a little bit here.
Yeah, no,
It's actually crazy.
$15 a
I'm on my
piece of
second lap and I'm finding stuff.
Reset.
a bit much, personally.
Yeah, I can mind
These little pink figures are muscle men. They
was
came
your
out in the
jam, eh?
80s, and they were originally sold in a little clear garbage pail. And this is one of those things that, as a kid, I just had to have. I ended up getting quite a few of them, but I have no idea what I did with them. I either threw them out or sold them at a tag sale, and I've been trying to get more ever since.
Do you know how many are in here?
53.
53? Okay. Oh, it says right on it. Okay. Hi, can you do any better on this? You got 80,
I could do 70.
70?
That's already less than $2 a piece, and
Yeah.
people normally charge like $3 a piece for
Yep.
them.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
I had that. I had the alien. I had the alien in the sauce. Like his, like that's what
On the back of the table here, we've got some Voltrons in their original boxes. We have Lion Voltron and the Vehicle Voltron. I would love to get all of those, but I didn't even ask them what they were looking to get out of those because they are almost certainly going to be asking at least a few $100s each. So a little bit more than I was able to spend at that time. On the ground there is an advertising sign for the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition that went back into theaters in 1997. And I remember going to those with my brother, actually. We saw all three of them. And I would love to have that in my collection.
Excuse me, how much is the Star Wars Trilogy sign?
$250.
$250, okay, thanks.
Oh, a Stargate action figure. This came out with the movie Stargate in 1994, and I remember buying this and I think all of them at a KB toy store at the Crystal Mall back in 1994. I remember they were all on sale because nobody wanted them, and I still have them. They're in one of my storage units somewhere. And who remembers Captain Planet? I remember this was on TBS, I think, or TNT, and I was a little bit too old for it at the time, and I just remember hating it, just based on the commercial. So I never watched a single episode of it. It seemed kind of lame to me as a kid, honestly. But if you liked Captain Planet, let me know in the comments.
I don't know who's Mark. 50, but I don't. I just like the art on it. To work what?
The real Ghostbusters, I used to love that cartoon.
It's a lunch pail. I have my Dick Tracy lunch pail.
That's right. With thermos.
Here's some more Muscle Men. And these were actually more expensive than the ones I bought. So that made me happy that, I think I got a pretty good deal on those Muscle Men.
How much are the Muscle Men?
4 for $10.
Okay.
And then the figures are $5 each.
Okay, thanks.
So according to my math, that would be $2.50 per figure, which means that the lot of 53 I bought for $70 was a good deal. This is an original Star Wars X-Wing from 1978. It looks to be complete, and he was asking $80 for it, which seems to be roughly what they're going for on eBay, especially if you add in the cost of shipping and handling.
That thing's awesome.
This?
I wish it was the actual Star Trek one.
Yeah, they have one of those over there. And I was thinking,
Oh,
it's
did too?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Those are great, man.
It looks exactly the same, except it says Star Trek. Yeah.
$40. He works.
What are you asking on that?
It's
Oh, $150. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had that thing as a kid, man, and
I'm pretty sure I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks very familiar.
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
How much is the mini arcade?
What's the price? 2 on the bottom, maybe? I feel like they're always roached. I've gotten them loose before.
Yeah.
I do $50. Dude. $50. Battery compartment's clean.
Is it?
It works great.
So I have one like this, but it's
Right.
not Cosmic Clash.
Right.
Forget what it is, but
They're fun, you know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, this is by Tomy.
Anything that's branded Tomy, sign me up, man.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Can I take a look at it?
Of course, dude, please.
All right.
LDB, I don't want it to be in your content. Oh, look at this Scavone. Oh,
Yeah.
this guy again from the trunk. Oh, God. Yeah, they're just cool, man. Screams an era, you know?
Oh, yeah.
The X-Men game. Yeah, I would do $20.
Oh, 20? Okay. I have a copy of my own, and I was like, I've never opened it, never played it. Sealed. I don't think so. Okay, gotcha. I was just kind of wondering what that was. It's open, it will be missing.
Well, it's complete.
Yeah, I'll take it for 50.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
He has returned.
Yes, I have.
Right now, when it comes to collecting video games, I'm most into Sega Master System and Genesis games, and this is a whole stack of Master System
I
games.
think you had bought one of the Genesis games last time you were at the trunk. And then I think I was walking around at the end of the day and some guy literally just put out all the Master System stuff that I bought here. So I looked at this and goes, well, I can look at
Well, I've actually got all those except for this one. Don't have this, yeah.
Oh, you don't have that one?
I don't have that one.
So that one I'll just do 10.
10? All right, yeah. Take this for 10.
So awesome. That's so cool. I gave Grandma a
Here's some character glasses that I don't see too often. These are Fantastic Four glasses from 7-Eleven, and I do have one of these. I think actually the one I'm holding I do have in my collection, but I don't have the other four. I would love to have these Star Wars playsets in my collection, but the Jabba the Hutt dungeon was $9.50 and the Rebel Armored Snowspeeder was $4.50, so that's a bit more than I was prepared to pay. At least at this show. Maybe someday, who knows. And then this is the Darth Vader case that I picked up earlier, except it's still in the original packaging. So that's pretty cool. You don't see that too often at all. And then you've got the mini Voltron up there for $175, and the Voltron Coffin of Darkness and Coffin of Doom for it looks like $100 each.
Hi. How much are the glasses?
$125 for the set.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks.
Yep.
And how much is the Darth Vader carrying case?
$250.
$250? All right. How much are these?
Those are 40 each.
Okay.
There's still the game piece on the bottom, too.
Ah, okay. All right, thanks.
There's a guy.
Can I have 5 on the Slinky Dog instead of 6?
Yeah, that's fine, hon. Enjoy them. You good with them? Yeah. Thank you.
Ooh, a Rocketeer action figure. I don't think I've seen one of these before. It's one of those Bendums, though, so it's like a rubbery type thing. I remember they made Bendum Star Wars figures in the 90s as well. And I was tempted by this. This is She-Ra Princess of Power. It's 7 books for $30, which actually sounds pretty good to me. If that were He-Man, I definitely would have bought that. But as it was She-Ra, and I just was never into She-Ra, I did pass on that. And I know somebody else picked it up not too long after I put it down.
I would take 5 on the monkey if you like.
I was trying to figure out what it was. I thought it was a bird at first.
I think it probably was something where it would climb.
Right.
It's an old-fashioned tin toy.
Oh, I see.
You know, if you just wanted the heck and something to be cool, I'd do 5.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I always look forward to your name.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
Now, I thought this was really cool. This is an old Yoda Halloween costume, apparently from about 1980 when The Empire Strikes Back came out.
The Yoda's $20.
Okay, thanks.
The mask and the costume.
Oh, okay. The costume comes with the mask?
Oh yeah, it makes the set. And this was actually, my understanding is, it's the first run of the costumes because they weren't sure what color Yoda was going to be.
Oh.
So the first one was blue, then eventually they made him green. So
I was going to say, I was wondering if it faded or if it
no, that
actually
was the
looked like
first
that.
run.
Yeah.
So $20 if you like.
Okay.
I have Darth Vader too.
Oh, okay. Same price for him?
Yeah, I had him at $25 earlier, but
Okay.
$20, either one.
All right.
Fine. And the Darth Vader has the costume, cape, and mask.
Yeah. All right, yeah, very tempting. I'll probably be back. I'm afraid it'll like break in my bag,
yeah,
so.
yeah, that's why I put it in a bag, just to give it a little more protection.
Right. All right. Thanks.
That bastard. Where?
That's when we call it Batman for everybody.
Take $40 for this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah?
That's cool.
Can you take a card or?
Just cash.
Oh, just cash.
I'll hold it for if you want to go to an ATM. I know there's one close by.
Yeah, I'll lose my spot. That's all right. That's okay. Thank you. I think I actually had that as a kid. I remember a yellow smock and wondering why is it yellow? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had this. Yeah, that's cool.
Can you hold out for this? Of course I will.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, take your time.
Yep.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, I'll take these. The Darth Vader one too?
Yeah.
You had 20 each. Would you do any better if I got both of them?
I had them at 25 a piece, so the deal would be 20 a piece.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine
so
then.
$40 for both?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, awesome, man. Do you want the box? I mean, it doesn't. It's not original, but it's as I got it.
Oh yeah, it'll actually
It might be easier
help
to carry
protect it. Yeah.
You know, just to kind of separate
Yep.
it a little more.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Lots of toys, no comment? Yeah. Sometimes I'll merge them a little bit and do like half the blue pops, half the blue toys, or half the blue pops, half the blue toys, yeah. But I kind of like when it's separate. No, I do, yeah. Yeah, if you have any, I just sold this Brady 2. So I had this Brady 2, 4, 6, 9.
Compared to Transformers, I don't see a lot of GoBots for sale, especially at flea markets, but these are still in the original packaging, which is very unusual. And they were asking, it looks like $30 a piece. This is a VHS of the first episode of the Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye. It looks like it's still sealed, and they're asking $70 for it.
No, this side is somebody else.
And I checked on eBay, and there was one that sold recently for $70.
Honestly, about the same size, so I don't need, but it's going to be all mine instead of mine and my family's. So I can do whatever I want, but I'm like, I still have to purge because I don't want to set it all back up to get dusty again, have to clean it off.
They cost me twice as much in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, that's why there are some things that are selectively priced slightly higher.
Yeah.
Because I'll sell them, but if I don't sell them, I'm also happy keeping them.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these, I'll probably go get graded because they're in immaculate
I would say
condition.
they're kind of insane.
There's another one.
I never played. I should have.
I used to have Knight Rider's color forms. I have more at home too.
Blue alien. Also the other.
I sold one to you.
You did? Which one?
I sold one already. A gray one, I think.
Share. Oh, the one I wanted was one.
I sold one already.
And there it is, one of my holy grails, the original Optimus Prime, still in the original packaging.
Let me know if you have any questions.
All right. Thank you. I really would love to have one of those in my collection, but again, they are extremely expensive.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good.
Question on anything?
Let's see. These were, I think you said earlier, 10
$10
each.
a piece. Yep. And if you look inside, they still got the little tags too. I'm happy. It's a perfect.
All right, so if I get all three, can you do any better than 30, or is that the...
It's honestly as good as I can go.
Okay.
I was asking 15, but...
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Gotta ask.
No. It's you're a dealer, gotta know. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
No, I'm just a collector.
A collector? You buy and sell, or just buy?
I just buy too much and fill up my apartment
There's
with
nothing
toys.
wrong with that. I do too.
This guy's stuff is all 90s, so you're not going to find, unless it's a micro. He moved on from.
Basically, it was like, it was so understood that was
All the things.
it's like, you know, really sad. This last one.
How much are these little figures?
2 for $5.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I got that. I did with mine.
I mean, I guess it depends how new the PC is. You know?
Oh, there you go.
I get an error message that says, "Are you kidding?"
Ooh, Forbidden Planet on VHS. That's an amazing movie. If you like sci-fi movies, don't be put off by the fact that it's from the 1950s. That movie is amazing, especially if you get it on Blu-ray.
Can I ask about it? I don't know. It seems like
This comic is Captain America's Bicentennial Battles. It's $20. And I remember buying this at a tag sale back in the 80s with my grandmother.
wow.
And once again, I have no idea what happened to it.
pretty clean inside.
Oh yeah. What are you asking on that?
I got 50 on it. I could do like 30.
Okay.
No, I owe you 40.
Yeah, I just wish it had the thermos. That's all right.
That's the hardest thing.
I know.
I'm trying to remember what I did and seeing how.
Well, I had one of those when I was a kid. That was like my favorite lunchbox, and so I'm just looking for one that's got the whole kit and caboodle. But yeah, it's cool. Now this booth has some really super high-end stuff here. We've got Omega Supreme in the original package, Castle Grayskull in the original package. Got the, was that the Eternia playset there? Those all sell for multiple hundreds of dollars. I'm pretty sure this is the Voltron by Panosh Place. And it looks different than the regular one you normally see, which is the Matchbox one. And I just think this one looks bizarre. It's all misproportioned, and it just looks weird. I'm looking at eBay right now, and they seem to be all over the place as far as price. I saw one sell for as little as $75, and then another one I'm seeing sold for $316. Hey, what are you asking on the Voltron?
I believe it was on one of these. It's $550.
Oh, okay.
It's complete with all the drivers and everything.
Yep. All right. Thanks. Hi, good. How are you?
Oh yeah.
This is a handheld Spider-Man video game by Tiger Electronics. It's from the 90s. And when these came out, I really hated them because they don't really play very well. But now they're nostalgic for me, and I'm trying to buy as many of them as I can. Oh, yeah. Then this caught my eye. This is a Star Trek wallet from 1979, so this would have come out at the same time as the original motion picture. And as you know, I love Star Trek, so I had to get it. Hey, you have 10 and 13. Would you take 20 for the two? All right.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Yep.
Oh, thank you. I'll bring your water back.
Oh, I did that.
That's for the giveaway. Careful.
How much are these?
And I do 25.
Okay.
I do.
What about Jumbo Voltron?
Excuse me. How much is this? 20.
It's in good shape. It's got the plug. I think there's a penny in there somewhere too.
Okay. Would you take 15? Sounds good. Here's another Mr. Merlin lunchbox. This one's only 25. The other guy was asking 50. This one also does not have the thermos, and for some reason it would not open. There's no thermos in here, is there?
No.
Okay.
No, some of the Pound Puppies has a thermos. Yeah. This one has a thermos and that one has a thermos.
Okay. All right.
The Clerks and Mr. Merlin don't. That's why I think I put 25 on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would be like a $60 one with the thermos.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking for that one for a while. Never can find the thermos though.
Yeah.
I need to go to the bathroom. You want to stay or be with me or go home?
This vendor had a ton of vintage Transformers, Voltron, Star Wars, pretty much everything. There was a lot of great stuff in this booth. This is Omega Supreme. It's a Transformer. He's asking 200 bucks for it. And I actually got one of these for my, I think my 10th birthday. And once again, I have no idea what I did with it. It probably got trashed or sold at some point. And I really want to get one of those someday.
I just got sold it to you. Like, I guess they were worth like 16, 18 bucks. 16 Joe's were a lot. Like, they were in the box too. And I sold them for like $400 a piece. And I didn't know. The guy had a really well-known, like good name in the community. And I thought I could trust him. And it turns out I could not.
I know I've said this a few times, but here's another thing I really want to get. This is a Coleco mini arcade. This one is Ms. Pac-Man from the 80s, and I used to have this one. I had this Ms. Pac-Man, not the original box though. How much you asking on that?
It's my buddy. Let me
oh, okay.
give you right back. Oh, he's right there.
He's right there, bud. Yeah. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, you put this in Mario?
What are you asking on the Ms. Pac-Man?
I'm asking 150 for it.
Okay.
Mint, never been played.
Oh, now Roman wants
so that's the insert manual. You're gonna fill in the bag.
Yeah. Okay. And obviously the battery compartment's clean?
Yeah, it's never been used.
Never been used. Okay.
And in case someone did buy it, I bought 4 C batteries that go in it.
Yeah.
So you
All right.
can literally
Cool.
play it.
All right. Yeah.
I did. Because I bought it where it was already open, so I did look inside and I did put batteries in it,
Right.
and it does play.
Okay, cool.
I did test it because it'd be stupid of me not to at least make sure it works.
Yeah. All right, yeah, very tempting. Wish I'd seen it earlier before I spent all my money. How much is the Frogger, actually, in the box?
You want to check it out?
Yeah.
I'll bring it over here because it's just easier. Still in the styrofoam and everything.
Oh, wow. What are you asking on that?
I do 150.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll think about that. I'm actually out of cash now. I spent too much.
Well, I can do Venmo or PayPal, whatever.
Once again, very tempting, but I spent way too much money that day already, so I did pass. But maybe next time. And there you have it. That's the Curiosity Toy Show in Danbury, Connecticut. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.